I'm here with a drugstore focused video for you guys on some favorite face products that I love from the drugstore. So let me get right into it. We'll start with foundation. Since I don't have a primer for you, I do like the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer in the white and purple tube. It's kind of like a cream type texture, but I think it does a pretty good job at keeping me matte, and it's nothing incredible. It's not going to smooth out the texture on your skin or anything, but it will keep you matte and help your foundation go on a little bit better. As for foundations, the first one I want to talk about is the L'Oreal Pro Matte. It comes in a lot of shades, which I really love. This one's shade 103 Natural Buff. This was actually the one I was wearing yesterday in my Instagram photo. I think the coverage is pretty good on this. It does stay pretty matte. Granted, if I can get 4 hours out of a foundation on my face without it getting disgusting, that's pretty good for me. My face is incredibly oily, so it is what it is. And then you can get this guy for like 10 to 12 bucks. Next is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. The biggest downfall of this foundation is the shade range. There's really not a large shade range for this guy, like maybe 6 shades or so. This one's actually a bit orangey on me, but I do use a foundation mixer or two to help with that, which I should pull these into. These are the NYX foundation mixers that I use. One's in olive and one's in white. They do a good job. It's nice so you don't have to go and buy a summer foundation and a winter foundation. You can kind of mix that to get the lighter shade that you're looking for in the winter time. But the other thing I wanted to say about the e.l.f. one here is it does actually, at least it doesn't hurt the acne on my face. I don't know if it necessarily helps it, but my face does at least get better when I'm wearing it, or stay the same, which is not bad. Next is the Revlon Color Stay. I love this foundation. It comes in 2 formulas. There's a combination oily as well as a normal to dry. The coverage is very, very good on this foundation. I'd say closer to full coverage. It does have a pump, which I do like. Shade range is really good. There's a lot of shades in this as well, and I'd say this will put you back about $10 to $12 as well. Next is the Maybelline Fit Me. Biggest drawback on this guy, no pump or squeezy tube. It's just an open bottle. I'm bringing it back. This is the matte and poreless formula. There is, I believe, like a dewy formula as well, and I think instead of it being teal like this, it does have like purple writing on it. I'd say this is more of a medium coverage foundation for me. I don't see that it actually fills in my pores or anything like that. It has about the same lasting power as this guy does, in my opinion. So this is also a good choice at the drugstore as well, and I'd say that's $8 to $10. And then next, or last, for foundations, is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I would say this one's closer to full coverage as well. I would say that I don't get as long of a wear time out of this guy as I do some of the other ones. I'd say it starts getting greasy around 2 to 3 hours in with this guy. This one, I think he's $10. It does come with a pump as well, which is nice. The packaging is gorgeous with this black to foundation colored ombre. So this is another good pickup as well. For concealers, I only have one, and this baby's old. I've had him for a while. And it's pretty much empty. This is Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this is in the shade Sand Sable. It goes on very nicely. It covers, it's not like bam in your face coverage, but it does cover your dark circles, and it does highlight the center of your face if you use it for that as well. It's a doe foot applicator. I'm not sure on the price on this guy, but I don't think it's very high. Next is my holy grail out of everything, well, except for one other item. Out of everything I'm going to show you in this video, like this is my number one, like this right here. This is my Coty Airspun powder in translucent extra coverage. You can find this guy at Walmart by the nail stuff, so like it's kind of like on a shelf close to the floor there. There's a lot of product in here. What's in here? 65 grams or 2.3 ounces. Downfall on this guy is it smells like Old Lady. However, the coverage is great. I set my makeup with it every day. I bake with it. I set everything else with it. It does help with pores and evening out your skin texture a little bit. And yeah, like this guy, holy grail status. I won't go back. I won't even buy a more expensive powder. Like that thing is perfect. When it comes to contouring from the drugstore, Wet n Wild contour palettes. These babies are awesome. They're like $5 a piece. There's two shades. There's a darker shade, which is caramel toffee, and then there's a lighter shade called Dulce de Leche. This is the one I'm using right now. I use this one more in the summertime because I do get quite tan. The pan size is pretty large. I've actually been using this a lot lately. It does give a good color on the face. I'm actually not wearing it today. I'm wearing my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. But this is also what I was wearing in the Instagram picture I posted yesterday, which was, what, March 2nd? March 2nd. But totally worth the $5, especially if you're just starting to get into contouring. I think it does a great job. Now we have highlights, and I've had 3 products. I'll start with these 2 first. It's another Wet n Wild product. I've had these for a while. These are still the Fergie ones. They did repackage them and bring them back and rename them as well. So this one is my favorite. This one is Hollywood Boulevard, and I believe they renamed it to Boozy Brunch now. It does look pretty crazy because it does have the brown and the pink in here. It does swatch more of a like pinky gold when you do swirl it all together. And then this one is Rosé Champagne Glow, and I'm not sure what they renamed this guy to. So this one is a subtle pink highlight. This formula in this pan is actually drier than this one. This one's much softer. I don't know why that is. And those are maybe $5 as well. Now we have my baby. This is my NYX Stroba Genius palette. There's a bunch of different highlights in here. You can tell I use this guy all the time as I'm hitting pan in some of these down here. I do tend to mix the bottom 3 all together, or I use this guy by himself. It gives the most beautiful glow. I'm wearing it today. It's $18, and I'd say some of the top colors here, some of the pinks and purples, would be a dupe for parts of the Moonchild palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Highly, highly recommend this. I think this palette is so incredibly underrated. Go pick one up. You will not regret it. And last, I have some blushes. First and foremost, we have Milani Luminoso. So it's just a subtle pink. It's got a little bit of a sheen. It's the blush I'm wearing today. Everybody talks about this guy, and it's for a good reason. It is that good. I highly recommend this. Pick it up. It's a great everyday color. Next is the Palladio Matte Blushes. And then this one is in Toasted Apricot. So it's a nice neutral color, another good everyday color. Pigment is good, staying powder is so-so, but I love their blushes, and they're only a couple of dollars as well. And then next is the NYX Ombre Blushes. This one is in Mauve Me, so it's like a purpley, pinky tone to it. I love this. If you want to go a little more dramatic with the face makeup, this is perfect, especially on more olive tan skin tones. It pops so well. It is so gorgeous. I highly, highly, highly recommend this blush. That's all I have for face products when it comes to drugstore items. Stay tuned for more items dealing with the face, the eyebrows, and the lips. it.